Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Fruit of Grisaia. Remember, this is the unrated version, so for those of you who wanted me to get the patch, well, you all know I have it now. I had to do a little bit of editing in the last few episodes, so yeesh. But hopefully it's nothing too crazy that I have to do every episode, otherwise it'd probably tire me out. But anyway, let us continue onward. Women's shopping methods can be broken down into two patterns. Oh right, I gotta actually click here. Type A throws anything that catches her eye into the cart, whether or not she has any need for it. Type B deliberates endlessly over cost efficiency, even when she has a pressing need, and ends up buying nothing. So it's basically absolutes. There's either they buy everything or they buy nothing. Interesting. My impression of the woman named Amane, probably influenced by her large build, was that she was likely the careless sort who'd follow the former pattern rather than the latter. But apparently I'm not much of a judge for these things. I don't know, shall we? What, you're still buying? If you needed vegetables, why didn't you get them at the supermarket just now? No, really? Well, that's fair. I understand in theory that specialty shops are better than general retailers, but as the one being dragged around, changing stores this rapidly is a serious nuisance. Because Amane mentioned she wanted to buy oolong tea, I'd reached out for a 2-liter, 158 yen bottle at the supermarket, only to have her slap my hand lightly away. In her words, don't buy that here, get tea packs at the drugstore, and you can make 52 liters for 480 yen. Or something like that. And so I ended up following her to the drugstore as well.
Oh, Amane-chan, irashai! Kyou mo kawaii ne!
Is this where we get to witness how much free stuff she gets? Amane, please.
Amane-chan ni wa kanaane na. Yoshi, sonja oji-san, ichigo no pack o omake shiyou ka na?
You got a pack of strawberries? I'm upset now. A pack of strawberries? Whenever I go to the grocery store, I wouldn't wear anywhere like that. I'd like my own pack of strawberries. I like strawberries.
Amane-chan dake no service nan da kara, minna ni iccha dame da ze.
Okay, tells everybody. Tweets it immediately. Oh yeah, I forgot. They don't have a Twitter. They have a... There's like 5 different anime that have like given a version of Twitter, but it's not Twitter. It's like Twatter, Twit. I don't know. No, not that Twit.
そういや、今日はマキボウは一緒じゃねえんだな。どうしたい？
Oh, Makina.
今日はお米も買ったからタフな荷物持ちを連れてきたの。
Maki bowl? I've heard bowl is an honorific. I wonder what that means. You want to run that by me again? Wait, I had to actually hit this first. That's a weird voice. Growling, the dirty old greengrocer sizes me up with a blatant scowl on his face.
なんであいつは気に入らねえ目つきしてやがるな。
そう嫌わないでやってよ。私の弟なんだから。
Oh, okay, sure.
弟？なんで弟かよ。俺はまたてっきりAmane-chanがろくでもねえ男と付き合ってるのかと思ってよ。おじさん早がてにしちまったい。
You know, to be completely fair, I'm pretty sure this worthless bum he thinks I am could probably level him very quickly. Thankfully, we are a very calm and clear-minded individual. I'm not sure what's so funny, but the greengrocer cackles heartily as he stares into my face.
Hey, boss! 名前は?
Yuji.
そうか、ユージか。いい名前じゃねえか。姉ちゃんの手伝いしてやれえな。よし、おめえにもイチゴやるから食え。
Now I actually want strawberries.
ビタミンが足んねえからそんな人殺しみてえな面になんだ。栃木のブランドイチゴだぞ。食え食え。
No, that's not why we have the face of a murderer, but it's okay. They're brand name strawberries from Tochigi? Really? I don't know what that means. That actually is a significant thing. It probably is. Thank you. I smile and lower my head in a slight bow, prompting the old man to shout, "What? You can smile after all?" in an even louder voice.
じゃあおじさんありがとうね。
おう、また来な。サービスすっからよ。ユージもな。
Of course. Thank you. Well, that works out, I guess.
あんたその顔やめな。
What face? What are you talking about?
そのひどい笑顔、まるで誰かに習ったみたいな顔だね。
She saw right through us. You're strangely perceptive at times.
あんたってさ、たまにそうやって顔で嘘つくよね。そういう家系なの？
Running your family or something? No. Fake smiles are an expression of consideration for others. You want me to scowl instead?
だったらもう少し上手に笑いなさいよ。バレバレよ。
Oof. I was taught that children's smiles and women's tears are weapons. Interesting weapon choices, I guess. But this is the first time my own emotional front was penetrated like this. I may have been underestimating this woman.
またそうやって怖い顔する。そんな顔するからマキナが怖がるんだよ。
I'm actually kind of curious as to what this so-called fake smile face that we have is supposed to look like. Now you're making that scary face again. Oh, yeah. I was born with this face.
へえ。じゃあ、あんたのお姉ちゃんもそんな顔だったわけ？
My sister was... yeah, well, in her case, she always had this sleepy expression.
ふん、そうなんだ。
Why bring up my sister there?
まあ、なんとなく。
More importantly, are we finished with shopping yet?
あとはお豆腐屋さんで絹ごしと白滝を買うだけ。
Silken tofu? I've never heard of that, and I don't even know what does it even look like? Hold up. What does give me a second. What does silken what? Let's see. Silken tofu. No, I need actual silken. There we go. That's it. That's it. Really, that's all there is to that. I thought it was like it looked something completely different. I guess not. Well, that was a nice little adventure I just had. Sure. We're still not done? Just carrying rice, so I'd been promised when I'd agreed to this shopping expedition, but in the end, I ended up following her around for a good 2 hours.
買い物に付き合ってくれてありがとう。助かったわ。
Yeah, that sounded like a lot. As she speaks, Amane is packing away the ingredients she purchased, for some reason, into my refrigerator.
普段はマキナと一緒に行くんだけど、あの子と買い物に行くと、スーパーのお菓子売り場とかおもちゃ屋さんに寄り道したがるから時間かかるのよね。
Well, I guess since it's Machina, it makes sense. It's not a problem, but mind if I ask you something? Why are you putting that stuff into the fridge in my room?
だから、この部屋の冷蔵庫が一番大きいんだってば。
Can you, save us, a small amount for it? That's not an answer to the question.
いいじゃない。どうせろくに使ってないんでしょ。ほら、いちごあげるからさ。
Yes, please, I want a strawberry. I actually want I'm gonna go buy, a small pack of strawberries tomorrow. You know what? I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a tweet tomorrow about strawberries, maybe. And for whoever realizes why I did that. Actually, no, I'm just gonna make a tweet about I'm wanting strawberries, and people are gonna be like, there's no context. There's absolutely no context. Sure. Anyway, I'm gonna get strawberries. That's the end of the story. That's from the pack that old man had at the greengrocers. Or that the old man at the greengrocers gave to us. Me.
私がいたからもらえたんじゃない。冷蔵庫の中の牛乳も飲んでいいからさ、ね?
I guess that is true, technically. It's not that I particularly care about her using the fridge, but her barging in here every time she needs to get something would be a pain in the ass.
そうだ! 今日のお礼に晩ご飯作ってあげようか。
I've already cooked rice, and I've got canned food for the side dishes, so I'll pass.
おかず、缶詰なの? なんかわびしい感じ。それにお米って炊飯器もないのにどうやって炊いたの?
You can boil rice. You don't have to have a rice cooker. You can boil it. Or do whatever other means. I know there's steamed. I think steamed actually is cooking, but I don't know. Using that over there. I point towards the cylindrical mess kit style rice cooker made of aluminum, currently towering over the IH cooking heater in my kitchen. With a mess kit. IH heaters can't quite manage aluminum, so I've been using a gasoline stove I had with me instead.
サバイバルだな。よくそんな道具持ってたね。
It's only normal for a man to have a stove or two. Yeah, sure, it's only normal. Normal for a man is probably an overstatement, but it's standard equipment for a backpacker, at least. Ideally, you want one that you can use the unleaded gasoline you can get from gas stations. That can use.
それじゃあさ、ご飯持って私の部屋来る？おかずが缶詰だけじゃ寂しいでしょ？どうせマキナの分も作るんだし、一緒に食べようよ。
No, I'll pass.
どうして？心配しなくても。こう見えても私、料理は得意なんだよ。
I mean, if she's gonna insist this much, I would just, at this point, just be like, okay, sure. Makina would be there, wouldn't she?
ああ、そっか。マキナ、まだユウジ君のこと分かってるか。
Yeah. Exactly. I think it'd be better if I wasn't there.
この際だから仲良くなってよ。
It's not gonna happen that fast, and if I go out of my way to eat quietly, she'll end up feeling even more uncomfortable. I'll pass after all.
まあ、今日は仕方がないとしても、マキナと仲良くなってくれれば、いつだってご飯作ってあげるよ。
Tell me to become friends with her in exchange for food.
そうは言わないけどさ、仲良くしてほしいっていうのは本音。あの子、ああ見えて友達作るの下手だからさ、ユウジ君の方から声をかけてあげてよ。
I mean, I'm pretty sure our character wants to get along with everyone. That's what he's been doing with, Kumiko. I think, right? I already have her name mixed up again. Good job, me. I don't have anything against her, and I don't want to be on hostile terms. So I'll try to talk to her, but I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to improve things between us. Since my personality is what it is. In response to my implied statement, Amane answers, "That's good enough," with her smile.
じゃあ、今日はありがとうね。
As soon as the words are out of her mouth, Amane briskly leaves the room, but... hey, wait, you forgot! The overnight bag packed with Amane's spare clothes is still lying in the center of my room. That woman, she isn't planning to change in my room again, is she? More to the point, I'm sure I locked this door when I left this morning. How did she even get in here? There aren't any signs of damage to the lock, and I can't imagine that she's got a secret talent for lockpicking. Does she have a spare key or something? So, Amane. The creatures known as large women are mostly careless, but weirdly attentive to certain details. They possess unusual intuition, as well as pointlessly large breasts. You know, they're all pointlessly large. Because at that point, we might as well fit coconut and cinnamon in that category. And every other anime character that would be classifying as a large woman. With pointlessly large breasts. What? And on the whole, deserve to be handled with caution. And the next day, oh, it looks like it's around lunchtime for us, I guess. No matter what sort of life you're living, you'll run into people who just won't listen to what you have to say. I mean, that depends. Do they have the time? Do they not have the time? I mean, are they a dick? You always run into those kind of people, you know. When words just don't get through, the easiest alternative is beating them into well, I mean... Yeah, you're not wrong, but I don't think that's the right way to go at that point. Certainly a bit of a rough solution, but when you're dealing with another man, it's at least an option. But when you're dealing with a woman, let alone a shrimp of a girl who doesn't even come to your shoulder, it's a different story. We're talking about Machina. If you start swinging your fists around out of irritation under those circumstances, anyone would call it bullying the weak. It's bad style and will leave an unpleasant aftertaste. What's called for in such a situation is perseverance and patience. In this age of rapid scientific progression, I'd like some machine you could stick on your back, throw the switch to Zen-like, and instantly gain infinite self-control. Boy, I wish everyone had, or at least everyone that I knew had that. Most people I know only have one of two states. They've got chill or... They've got kinda chill or absolutely woke. She never... Also, I would like if there was a mid-state for the Switch, where it's kind of like a nice balance between the two. Although I don't know how you could be perfectly zen-like and woke at the same time. I'm sure someone's done it. But sadly, despite the market potential for such a device, the world isn't yet such a convenient place. Well, no big deal. Fortunately enough, I'm pretty used to endurance tests. It's okay, Machina. We're not here to hurt you. It's been 5 minutes since I spotted Iris Machina wandering aimlessly around the campus and called up, "What are you up to?" in a casual tone. On the bright side, she reacted to my voice and stopped dead in her tracks instead of fleeing, but beyond that, things haven't gone well. Staring fixedly up at my face, Machina doesn't speak a word. Can you not speak Japanese? I hope we're not overloading her too much here. Silent as always, Machina shakes her head back and forth in denial, apparently having understood my question. Are you afraid of me, maybe? I think that's the answer. Her silence continues, and this time there's neither confirmation or denial, although I'm pretty sure I could figure out which one. It doesn't seem likely that she didn't understand the question, which would mean this is one in an uncertain territory, somewhere between yes and no as far as I can guess. Or she's slightly worried about him, but she's nice enough that she doesn't want to say it. I'm repeating myself, but this sort of communication takes a lot of patience and persistence. I try to consciously consider things from Machina's point of view. A transfer student with an unclear background, what's more, a man who's 178 centimeters high, or tall. From the perspective of Machina, who I'd guess to be around 140 centimeters, it might well be a little intimidating to have me towering above her. For the moment I crouch down so that my eyes are level with hers. It seemed like you were wandering around the grounds. Are you looking for something? Well, at least she finally spoke for us. That's nice. Machina speaks a single word in a quiet word in a quiet voice, and once again shakes her head in denial. I mean, like I said, we got something out of her. We got a word. That's progress. Then what were you doing? That's a point of some interest to me, but, well, if you get down to it, wherever she is and whatever she's doing is her own business, I suppose. I'm not a policeman, I don't have any reason to drag it out on her. Drag it out of her. Yeah, you don't. It's not like she's gonna go stab somebody. You know. She's not the one that would do that. Speaking of which, where is she? Where's the one that would do that? In this case, it might be best to find some words to wrap this up cleanly. Give her a friendly goodbye and let this timid creature be on her way. As I reach this conclusion, Makina slowly moves her hand to the rear of her skirt, grabs something with her stubby fingers, and pushes it in front of my eyes. What's this thing? At a glance, the item in Makina's small hand is a toy-like object, roughly the size of an egg, with an LCD screen buried into the center.
Digital pet.
Oh. You know, it just reminded me. There's an old toy I used to have where it was... I mean, it was very similar, except it was a cube. And these cubes had like little magnet strips to the sides of them and above them, and below them that you could connect them to other ones and they'd interact with each other. It was a really cool thing back then. I'd always find weird ways to kind of hook them all up together. I think I had like 8 of them. So it was always really cool to see how they'd interact with each other and if I changed them up, what I would do with them next. It was really cool back then. What's that? That's terrifying. Okay. On closer examination, there's some unknown life form or monster, most closely resembling a chick, displayed in blocky pixels on the central LCD. It seemed to be programmed with some cheap animations, about 3 patterns or so. Ah. Come to think of it, I remember reading a news article about this a few years ago, after developing the smallest 3-axis geomagnetism sensor in the world at the time. A certain company fed that technology into its children's electronic toy, yeah, which then became an explosive hit among grade schoolers. It's a pedometer, right? One of those things where the pet grows up faster the more you walk?
So...
We got a smile out of her. We've already reached a new height. Nodding her head, Makina returns the pedometer and her hand to her waist. In other words, she really wasn't looking for anything in particular. Her wandering itself was the objective. Walking's a good thing, since it's aerobic exercise without too much strain on the joints. And if you're going to walk anyway, having some sort of visible result for their effort might make it feel more worthwhile. That's why Pokemon Go took off. Although, that was also an unhealthy form of walking. Yeah... I remember all the stories of people falling off and tripping and worse, but I don't think I want to talk about that. Really? Makina points at the school gate as she speaks. I see. It makes sense that you'd want to avoid crowded places, given her extreme shyness. That would restrict her strolls to pacing around the school grounds, which would quickly get repetitive. So the digital pet serves as a distraction from the boredom, most likely. You like taking walks? Sorta, is it? Well, walking for fun at this age might be a little odd. It seems more like a hobby of an old man. Well, I feel like I just got insulted in that comment. I mean, I like taking walks. Then again, most of the times I'm taking walks is usually to, well, one, take the dog on a walk just to kind of get him to have some time outside and enjoy himself. Or 2, I've been working on a project for a good amount of time and I just want to take a step away from the computer and just kind of, you know, have something different to look at for a small period of time. You have any other interests, like reading, for example? Reading your books lately? Manga's fine too. Whatever. To tell the truth, I'd already heard from Amani that Makina often reads books, and reading is a hobby of mine as well. I think it's a decent common topic for starters. In response to my question, Makina holds her right index finger to her chin and mumbles, while gazing up at the sky. A quiz book? Quiz no hon, okay. Quiz, huh? Was it interesting?
裸んで直視すると命に関わる危険なお菓子ってなんだ?
What's the dangerous sweet that's life-threatening to observe with the naked eye? Dangerous sweet? You got me. The only thing I can think of would be the sun, but it's not really a sweet. I don't know. Oh god, we're going through this. Life-threatening to observe the naked eye? What kind of death ray weapon is that? And a sweet of all things? Some new tech from the West? We're going into this whole analysis period. Oh boy. Just looking at it is... What was that for? What was that for? It just kind of startled me. Did we get stabbed with a box knife? Was that what that was? No. Whatever. Just looking at it as dangerous would mean it's probably some variety of an optical weapon? Something like an X-ray possessing mass, or some sort of beam saber style light-based killing tool? But it's a sweet. What is with these? What? No, but just seeing it as dangerous, some sort of weapon that radiates a pulse to the receptors of the eyeball, using a flickering pattern to stimulate the brain cells and trigger an accelerated... Wow. Apoptosis? Hold it. Hold it. This thing is a sweet, right? A sweet. What the heck? Where do we go from there? All I'm getting is some sort of chocolate pastry that shoots out a mysterious beam of light. Pew pew pew. What sweet is dangerous to look at with the naked eye? I feel like it's a pun on the name. It's playing with its name. I don't know. It's like I actually want to try and figure this out on my own. It's a nice riddle. Well, if it's not a riddle, it's just a quiz, but... That's probably what it actually is. It's not actually... Is it a quiz book? Like an actual quiz book? Or is it just a riddle book? I don't know. You can make a joke on the whole starburst thing. Technically it's a star, you don't want to be looking at a star because it's dangerous for your eyes. And it's a sweet, but I don't think that's what we're looking for here. No, no. Candy. Dangerous to look at with the naked eye. I think that's a subjective thing, but okay. Or whatever it is. What? Candy. Oh, see and die. That's clever. I would have never figured that out. See and die. That's it. I like that one. See and die. Ah, I get it. I missed that angle. Candy. Can I go now? Yeah. Sorry to hold you up. She probably needs to go love up her pet more. Not even a buyer later, Makina leaves the area at a trot, as if fleeing from me. It doesn't seem like she outright hates me, though. Isn't it the opposite? Wait, what? We didn't actually say it, though. How long have you been there? Oh, I see. What do you mean by the opposite?
まあなんつうか単純に人見知りってのもあるけどマキナはユウジ君に嫌われないようにしてるんだと思うよ
I'm pretty sure it's very hard to make him dislike her, or just to make us dislike anybody, unless you seriously do something wrong. Try not to be disliked.
マキナって本当はもっと明るい子なんだけど、明るすぎてうざがられることも多いから警戒してるのよ。
Okay, that would make sense why she's being that way. True enough, I remember seeing her rushing around, brandishing a cicada and cackling that first time. Hey, where are you going? I remember that. That was funny. If that's her normal state, then the way she behaves in front of me would certainly be a product of deliberate self-restraint, but...
警戒しているってことは、ユージ君に嫌われないように意識してるって証拠じゃない？
Yeah, it's fair enough. I think it could be interpreted as simple fear as well.
まあ、怯え半分ってのはあると思うけど、大丈夫じゃないかな。
Probably. What makes you say that?
さっき、マキナと会話するとき、ユージ君マキナの目線に合わせて腰を低くしたでしょ？あれって実は有効手段なんだよね。
You want to be more level with people in that scenario. People tend to like it when you're on the same, roughly around the same height as them. That way they're not having to look up. Animals are the same way. They'll be more inclined to come to you if you get down on their level. Or at least they won't see you as much of a threat then. Especially if it's a dog that doesn't know you. It's just something I've noticed. Yeah. When I was a kid, there was a time I'd been surrounded by unfamiliar adults and found myself on the brink of tears. When one of the adults stooped down to talk with me face to face, I immediately got emotionally attached. Looking back, I feel like shouting, "You sure got attached to an outrageous person," while complaining about what an idiot I was, but...
ほら、私も背高い方だし、最初はマキナもなかなか懐かなくってさ、目線を合わせて話すって裏技に気づくのに1ヶ月もかかったよ。
Ah, now she's glued to you, or something like that. I would have rewritten this line to say, and now she's glued to you, or, well, chasing you around with cicadas.
確かにべったりだけど、言うほどいつも一緒ってわけじゃないわよ。マキナは基本的に一人で遊ぶ方が好きだし。
There's a lot of people like that. It's nothing to be too worried about.
それにあの子、感情のムラが激しいっていうか、あんまり変な意味にとってほしくないんだけど、ずっと一緒にいると疲れるのよね。
Huh, really? Mood swings. Maybe she's playing by herself because she understands that?
うまく説明できないけど、猫みたいなものよ。構ってほしい時だけニャンニャン言ってすり寄ってきて、飽きたらスッといなくなっちゃう感じ？くせっ気でふわふわしてるし、体もぐにゃぐにゃで柔らかいし、体温が高いから抱くと暖かいし、なんか甘ったるい匂いするし、猫っぽいよね。
I haven't been around cats much, so I can't really compare. I can't really agree with that because I don't know. A cat, I see.
まあ、慣れないうちはそっけないかもしれないけど、絶対に悪い子じゃないから仲良くしてあげてよ。
Try to make friends. I don't plan to force her to be friends if she doesn't want to be, but yeah, I'll try to avoid being hated. If I avoid unnecessary contact, I shouldn't inspire any hatred or come to hate anyone myself. It's not like I'm gonna walk into a bathroom. In exchange, I won't be liked or come to like anyone either, though. Maintaining emotional distance along appropriate lines is an essential but extremely difficult aspect of forming efficient interpersonal relationships. Man, he is really going... He's really being very reflective here. Of course, there are always these careless puppy dog types who leap up into your arms wagging their tails right from the start. Yep, and I know what that's like.
何よ、
Stares at
私
my
の顔
two
じ
little
っと見
puppies.
て。
I'm kidding, I can't actually have them in the room with me. Well, just think about how beautiful you are. Oh god, why did we say that?
キスしたくなっちゃった？
What? Alright, Amane, close your eyes. What?
うん。
We actually doing this? That was kind of random. Her chest swelling with some ridiculous expectation. Amane closes her eyes and thrusts out her lips as instructed. Moving quickly and silently, I make good my getaway, leaving the girl to her foolishness. Oh, wow.
どこ行ったのよ。もう意地悪。
That was unnecessary. I see. Makina may have the right idea. Leaving out later a goodbye entirely and silently running away certainly is less troublesome. How do you silently run away? Appreciate you make some noise in this. Don't take it the wrong way, Amane. It's not that I hate you. I'm just trying to avoid being hated by you. I feel like you might have actually got a little... you might have started a little problem there. But anyway guys, that'll be it for this episode of The Fruit of Grisaia. Hope you are enjoying this series, and I will see you guys in the next video or livestream that I do. Until then, I'll catch